All that was great in the past was ridiculed, condemned, combated, suppressed, only to emerge all the more powerfully, all the more triumphantly from the struggle. The present is theirs. The future, for which I have really worked, is mine. I don't care that they stole my idea. I care that they don't have any of their own. In the 21st century, the robot will take the place which slave labor occupied in ancient civilization. The hard work of the future will be pushing buttons. When natural inclination develops into a passionate desire, one advances towards his goal in 7-league boots. My belief is firm in a law of compensation. The true rewards are ever in proportion to the labor and sacrifices made. Of all things, I liked books best. As I review the events of my past life, I realize how subtle are the influences that shape our destinies. We crave for new sensations but soon become indifferent to them. The wonders of yesterday are today common occurrences. Be alone. That is the secret of invention. Be alone. That is when ideas are born. I do not think you can name many great inventions that have been made by married men. Most persons are so absorbed in the contemplation of the outside world that they are wholly oblivious to what is passing on within themselves. If you want to find the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. The day science begins to study non-physical phenomena, it will make more progress in one decade than in all the previous centuries of its existence. The feeling is constantly growing on me that I had been the first to hear the greeting of one planet to another. Our virtues and our failings are inseparable, like force and matter. When they separate, man is no more. What we now want is closer contact and better understanding between individuals and communities all over the earth, and the elimination of egoism and pride, which is always prone to plunge the world into primeval barbarism and strife. Peace can only come as a natural consequence of universal enlightenment and merging of races, and we are still far from this blissful realization. It's not the love you make, it's the love you give. Instinct is something which transcends knowledge. We have, undoubtedly, certain finer fibers that enable us to perceive truths when logical deduction, or any other willful effort of the brain, is futile. Life is and will ever remain an equation incapable of solution, but it contains certain known factors. We all make mistakes, and it is better to make them before we begin. I do not think there is any thrill that can go through the human heart like that felt by the inventor as he sees some creation of the brain unfolding to success. Such emotions make a man forget food, sleep, friends, love, everything. The progressive development of man is vitally dependent on invention. It is the most important product of his creative brain. A lot of people call me a dreamer, laughing at my ideas. Our world is generous with superficial people. Time will be the judge. The individual is ephemeral. Races and nations come and pass away, but man remains. Great moments are born, great opportunity. What one man calls God, another calls the laws of physics. The ultimate purpose of invention is the complete mastery of mind over the material world, the harnessing of human nature to human needs. The scientific man does not aim at an immediate result. He does not expect that his advanced ideas will be readily taken up. His work is like that of a planter, for the future. His duty is to lay foundation of those who are to come and point the way. My brain is only a receiver. In the universe, there is a core from which we obtain knowledge, strength, and inspiration. I have not penetrated into the secrets of this core, but I know that it exists. Most certainly, some planets are not inhabited, but others are, and among these there must exist life under all conditions and phases of development. The scientists of today think deeply instead of clearly. One must be sane to think clearly, but one can think deeply and be quite insane. Inventors don't have time for married life. I recognize love for what it is, an irrational self-destructive impulse, which is disguised as joy. The mind is sharper and keener in seclusion and uninterrupted solitude. No big laboratory is needed in which to think. Originality thrives in seclusion, free of outside influences beating upon us to cripple the creative mind. Everyone should consider his body as a priceless gift from one whom he loves above all, a marvelous work of art, of indescribable beauty and mystery beyond human conception, and so delicate that a word, a breath, a look, nay, a thought may injure it. One's salvation could only be brought about through his own efforts. I could only achieve success in my life through self-discipline, and I applied it until my wish and my will became one. To know each other, we must reach beyond the sphere of our sense perceptions. We are all one. Only egos, beliefs, and fears separate us. A new idea must not be judged by its immediate results. Electric power is everywhere present in unlimited quantities and can drive the world's machinery without the need of coal, oil, gas, or any other of the common fuels. If your hate could be turned into electricity, it would light up the whole world.